All right. Then the next story, the jigger. All right, the famous jigger. If you take a look at the jigger, I used to hold my eggs, all right, as a bit of a display. Now, back in the old days, they used to say that cocktails were served using an egg cup. An egg cup in French is coquetier. A lot of the cocktails were born in the French colonies in the US. And so the coquetier, after you had a few drinks, turned into the guy, man. All right. Oh, can I get a little cocktail? Cocktail? Cocktail. They basically bastardized the word cockatier in the cocktail. And if you've ever been to New Orleans and you've heard them pronounce French words like vieux carré, which means old square, they call it boucaré. You know, they really do mash up a really beautiful language. And so the cockatier turned into cocktail. That's actually one of the stories, of course, with drinking stories in history, because there's so much alcohol involved. A lot of the stuff gets muddled and murky, right? Another story that I've heard at the end of the night, let's say Maud was coming over to the tavern, because most cocktails were served in a tavern or an inn. And she would say, hey, listen, bartender Trev, can you mix me some sort of drink in the old-fashioned style? And so the old-fashioned is the oldest known cocktail in the history books. The definition would be bitters, spirit of some sort, sugar, and water. Well, the bartender would go up to the barrels, because they wouldn't necessarily have bottles in the bar, and would pour the remaining spirits in this barrel, which were called tailings. They would pour from the spout. The spout was called a cock. They took the term cock and tailings and turned it into the cocktail. And that's another famous story that you often hear about how the name was given to the drink.